Hello, everybody. This is a live broadcast. It's a new thing I'm trying. Just reading the Quran in layman terms. Uh, the idea came to me. Well, it wasn't an idea that came to me. I was actually just watching uh, a lovely guy, an Egyptian American guy, who did something similar, but he read it in layman terms in Egyptian accent. So I thought, why don't we do something similar in English and see how it goes? So I'm just trying to do it today. I haven't got anything planned. I don't have any guests planned. Usually, it's mostly most of our live podcasts are chat shows, and I'll be the host. Uh, this time, uh, I just went for it basically. So, usually, most Muslims, for those who don't know, by the way, I'm talking to you and sharing the the stream on different platforms. I'm trying to get to my Twitter for some reason, uh, but my mind went blank. Okay, join us now. All caps, the Donald Trump style. Okay, so if feel free to share the YouTube, the stream to your platforms wherever you are. And anybody who wants to join the discussion, here's the link. You are more than welcome to join me. And lucky us, lucky everybody. Our good friend Ruby had joined us. How you doing?
Hello, hi Usam, how are you?
I am doing great. It's lovely and sunny finally here in England. How is it across the
That's
pond?
beautiful. Well, it's very cold in here. It's
Well,
30, it's 34 degrees, or it was 31. I don't know. I think it's getting Fahrenheit, of course. So it's a bit cold.
just above
Um,
zero.
bec- no, it's not.
No? Okay.
No, yeah, I think around 12 maybe centigrade. I mean, not talking. Well,
Oh,
I need to
well,
convert it. I'm not sure. I think it's about 12 degrees centigrade,
what's
but
32
it
Fahrenheit
feels
and Celsius? Uh,
Fahrenheit and Celsius. It's different systems, for measuring
wow. Now Google
the
says it's zero.
space.
I just
32.
no.
31. Sorry. I mean 41. I don't mean 32.
Uh,
Yeah, 32 Fahrenheit is zero Celsius.
what's 40
It's
Fahrenheit and Celsius?
I would say about 12. Let me check it.
It's
You
sorry.
have
I wasn't asking you. I was asking Google, and Google said 4.4 degrees.
4.4
It,
for 41? No, it
yeah.
can't be. It
Well,
can't be.
I asked Google, and Google gave me the answer. Google does not lie.
41.
In Google, I trust.
I know Fahrenheit and Celsius. It must be. It must be. Maybe you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've tried 32 and it says it's zero.
Yeah, you're
So
right. You're right. You're right.
yeah.
It is. See, you
So
have to.
it's 6. In England, it is 6. So that's like 44 maybe. Still chilly, but at least the sun is shining. And
Yeah.
that's a big thing here in England.
Also the windshield. With the windshield,
Uh
it could. It gets cold. It
it
feels colder,
it
and
feels
also.
colder.
Yeah, and also here in Arizona, we're not used to cold weather, so this is for us is really cold.
Uh, over here, if
Honestly,
it's not raining, it's good. It's as
yeah.
simple as that.
Well, it's dry. It's dry. Here we have dry weather, which is good and not so good. I mean, you probably would feel it more, feel the
Hmm.
cold more over there.
So, what I'm trying to do today. Suha's with us commenting. Hello, Suha. Uh, I think you've seen what
Hello, Soha.
Dr. George Paul have done. he created this series just reading the Quran in layman terms. So I thought, why don't we do the same but in English? Uh,
We
so
can give it a
base
try.
exactly, yeah, we can see how it goes. So we started with the short ones, the short surahs, the ones that
Okay.
most Muslims actually read during the daily prayers. Where's my share screen? There you are. So the first one is Surah Al-Naba. So the whole chapter is called Amma because of it's the first word of that chapter. Amma yatasaalun, which translates to about what they are asking one another.
Let
So
me let me get it. Let me get it on my. Yeah, go ahead.
so
عما
in
يتساءلون.
Amma
Yeah.
yatasaalun. So that's the beginning. That's the first words of the chapter of the surah. That's how it starts. If you want to talk to people, and this is chapter one, what are they asking one another? That's how God decided to talk to people. And the first thing he says in this chapter and in this surah, the first surah of this chapter, the last chapter of Quran, about what are they asking one another? Hmm. Let's see, what does he say? Oh,
Well, I think a better translation would be, what are they disputing about?
oh yeah, that would be
As
better. Yeah, what are they disputing about? Well, to be fair, Ibn Kathir, he says, well, he is referring to God when he's talking to al-mushrikeen, those kuffar, when they are debating about the day of the judgment,
yeah.
and they don't think it's happening.
Mm.
Uh, so that's it. So yeah, so God decided to say, why are you debating the end, the apocalypse, the end of days? Why are you doing it? What
Or
are they?
yeah, what are you disputing about?
What are you disputing about? So that's the question. The answer is
Yeah.
عن النبأ العظيم. Oh, it's the big news. That's what
It's
it
the
says.
great news.
It's the
Yes.
great news. It's the greatest of news.
Yes.
It's all of it.
It's
And
it's the mighty news.
oh yes, it's the mighty news. And the mighty news, Ibn Kathir says, oh yeah, it is the mighty news. Okay. So he asks the question and answers himself. That's very mighty of him. The Almighty created everything. So ask the question, what are you disputing? Oh, the mightiest of news. Duh.
So God is asking the question. He's saying, what are they disputing about? Then he answers himself, or who answers? Who is the other one here? Is that um, the prophet?
No, no, he
Or
went nuts. Officially, he went nuts. He asked the question and he answered them. He's talking to himself, basically.
okay, so he's
He,
talking to himself. Okay,
yeah, yeah. So as if I'm just sitting on my own in a dark
yeah.
room, and I'm thinking, what are they talking about? What are they disputing? Ah, they are disputing the mightiest of news, the Judgment Day. Okay, so we need to start looking into what kind of weed he was on before he started writing this surah. Ah, and then he explains more about the Nabal Azim, the mightiest of
Yeah,
news, about the great news.
yeah.
He tried to
On, on
explain it.
yeah, on which they differ,
الذي
or
هم
about.
فيه مختلفون. Yeah, that over which they
So
are in this disagreement. That's it. Well, some,
disagreement,
yeah,
or cannot agree.
cannot agree. But wait, whoa, hold on. So, but the tafsir Ibn Kathir said he's referring to kuffar, kuffar, those who don't believe. But now he's saying mukhtalifun, which means they are in disagreement. Some of them would say, yeah, yeah, we know about the greatest news ever. There will be a judgment day. And some say, no, there won't be. So are they kuffar or are they not? All of them kuffar or some of them kuffar? Uh,
Mm.
what does Ibn Kathir say? Uh, hold on, back a bit. 3 الذين هم فيه مختلفون, and Ibn Kathir just easily said, oh yeah, he means those people that are on the على قولهم مؤمن
Disagreement,
به وكافر.
basically.
But even Ibn
Oh,
Kathir
oh,
made it even more confusing. He means those
maybe.
people who say they believe, but they are kafir, but they are don't believe.
See, this is the thing. If you read Quran the way it is, you don't know what you hear is, oh, what are they disputing about? And then he answers himself, oh, on a thing that they disagree upon. Now,
No shit.
what is this thing? What is this thing? Why Ibn Kathir should know that this thing is the judgment day? Why? And anybody, so anyone who reads Quran has to go to the Hadith and Tafsir to actually get main information. This is an important information. Let's go ahead and see if we can get what is he talking about in the surah itself.
Yeah, okay. So
So,
apparently
so
one of your fans
yes.
is in the comments, but he's from Facebook, or he or she. We can't read their names. Uh, Photobombed the
Who's
podcast.
who's fan?
Your fan. He's one of your fans.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, because I think they know you by name, and I want to ask Ruby, why let deism, and do you have evidence that there is no God? I
That's a whole episode. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I have my philosophy. I have my philosophy about that, and I rely on science also. So, and also science, I mean the theory of probability, not the theory of finding God, because God, I mean, science does not find God. But this is another issue we can do if you
absolutely.
like. If you
Yeah,
like, we can do that. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I found his name. It's Alex. Someone called Alex.
Oh, Alex. Hi, Alex. Yeah, I know Alex.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's keep going. So to recap, so far what happened was God started the last chapter by saying, "What are they disputing? Ah, they're disputing the greatest of news, the Judgment Day. It's the thing that they are disputing.
Okay. So then he goes, كلا سيعلمون.
Oh no, they will know.
They shall soon know. As I
No,
read it, yeah.
no, they
No,
are going to know."
they will know. Yeah.
That sounds ominous. That sounds
And
ominous.
no, it sounds like a sing song. It goes, كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون. No, they will know. And again, no, they will know. So you tell me, what does that mean? I mean, I want to know what the hell are you talking about?
So, yeah, what are they disputing? The big thing. The thing that they are disputing about. But no, they will know. And then, no, they're going to know. And then out of the blue, ignore all what I just said. We're talking about the big thing. Have we not made the earth a resting place? What's the.
Mahadan means bed,
Yeah,
like
it means bed.
Mahd
Yeah.
means bed.
It,
So why are they translating it to a wide space or wide expanse?
what did he
So
say?
as if this, maybe it's a simile. Maybe that's what
It,
they meant.
it, it might be a simile, but Ibn
Yeah.
Kathir says, and then God made everything. He showed His greatness. He created all weird things and all the marvelous things that tells us about His will and might, whatever He wants. And then He said, "Haven't we made earth?" Now hold on. The English version says, "Have we not made the earth a resting place?" Ibn Kathir doesn't say a resting place. It said, "It is ready. It is ready for God's creations." to live there.
I have this other translation that says, "Have we not made the earth as a wide expanse?"
Yeah.
So,
In
so
my
they're
the official
basically,
Quran.com, it
yeah,
says resting place. Your translation says we made it big,
yeah. And
and
Ibn Kathir,
Ibn Kathir says Mahadan. It comes from Mumahade, which means we made it ready. Now everything is cooked and ready. It's oven ready, as our Boris Johnson would say. It's oven ready. Everything is okay. Just bring God's creations, and they will live happily ever after.
yeah, I think I will go with Ibn Kathir because Muhadan, Mahd is different. I mean, what's Mahd is different than Muhad.
Yeah, Mehd,
I so
Mehd
yeah,
is a cradle. Is a
the
baby's
cradle.
bed.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's haven't we made Earth ready for the creation? I would take that.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds better. But still, in
Possible.
the
Yeah.
context, that old chestnut, they keep telling, no, you didn't understand the verse. You have to look into it in the context of that surah. Okay,
Yeah.
so far, all
Okay.
what we
So
had. What did we get? We get, they are disputing. What are they disputing? Well, they're disputing the apocalypse. The thing that they are
the
disputing about.
the great news. No, just the great
Oh,
news.
yeah,
We
they're
don't know yet
disputing.
what is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
yeah.
they're disputing the great news. The thing that they are disputing. And then,
Oh,
by the way, don't forget, didn't we make Earth ready for all God's creations? What does that have to do with the previous five verses? Nothing.
exactly. And why كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون.
Oh yeah, that is so silly. I even forgot.
What I mean, if you want to write a good paragraph, an eloquent paragraph, it should not have repetition. First of all, second, if you put a word that is not does not do anything for the whole paragraph, then it should be taken out. This is the ABC you learn in writing any paragraph. So
Exactly. Yeah.
why he's having both these sentences that means nothing. So what they will know. So what they will know. So what's a big deal?
But keep in mind, this is a literary miracle. The
Oh
Arabic
yeah, of course.
literature, all
Of
of the
course.
Arabic literature, it's
It's
based
the
on Quran.
it's the word of God,
It's the
literal word of God. Yes.
exactly. So they keep saying معجزة أدبية, literary miracle. Okay, literary miracle.
Exactly.
So far, 6 verses, just few words. What are they disputing? The big news. The news that they are disputing. And yeah, they'll know. Oh no, they'll know. And then they will know. And then God made Earth ready for his creations.
Okay. Let's
Hey.
let's move on. So
Okay.
haven't we made Earth? Haven't we made Earth? Haven't we made Earth a
Ready
place
to
for the
receive God's creations.
ready? Yes.
Yeah, and then
And
and haven't we made the mountains as stakes? وجبال أوتادا.
mountains as poles, like they think that, well, in their Bedouin mind they had tents, and mountains look like tents. So these are the tents themselves, or the mountains themselves are the poles that penetrates earth and
Mhm.
make the earth stable. So I
Exactly,
think that's
and that's what Ibn Kathir says. Ibn Kathir says he made them as stakes or poles, as he said, which helped Earth to be stable. Without it, it will move apparently. So yeah, that's what it is. So he started with the big news, and then out of the blue, oh no, they will know. That has nothing to do with it. And then he jumped, just basically taunting people. Didn't he made Earth ready for you? And he stuck the mountains in the earth to stop it from moving.
yeah, so we made it ready, and we had the mountains like poles holding or pegs holding the earth stable.
Exactly,
And
pegs. That's the closest translation to what it really means. Not stakes,
yeah,
not poles. It's a peg.
okay. وَخَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا. And also we made
We we created you in pairs.
created you as pairs, yeah, or uh, yeah. That
That yeah.
actually, azwaja pairs means different sex,
It's well, different tafsirs
like
for it. It's about the big
female.
duology. It's about the whole duology of universe.
What does
Everything
what?
has its opposite.
No, did
But but
Ibn Qutayr say that?
no, Ibn Kathir says male and female.
Yeah, male and female. But if you say everything has opposite are of pairs like plus and minus, like
That's a different verse. I got the thing.
that.
It's mentioned
So
somewhere else.
so no, I think this is the new translation that wanna make Quran sounds as if it's scientific. So if he says different pairs like two opposite, this is true because for something to be stable, you need to have two opposites.
Mm.
Scientifically speaking, you need the two opposites for anything to be stable. But I don't think what he meant. What he meant here was it was the primitive mind of male and female.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. Ibn Kathir supports what you're saying. It's
Yeah,
about man and woman, so they can get married and have children.
yeah.
So it's basically God taking us on a guilt trip.
Mhm.
So yeah, listen up, listen. I made Earth for you. It's ready for you, and I made mountains to stop Earth from moving, which is a scientific. Scientifically it's wrong. Mountains
Yeah.
do not stop Earth from moving. Where there is a mountainous area, usually there will be earthquakes because
It's the other
mountains
way.
are
Yeah, it's the
created.
other way around. It's the other
Exactly.
way around.
And then I made you in pairs. I made you in pairs. You should be grateful. What if I made you in like seven different genders? For example, can you imagine the chaos that you will have? But I made you in two, in just male and female. Obviously,
How
the
about
person who wrote it forgot about what will happen in the 20th century, and the other genders will bubble up.
exactly, exactly between male and female, there is uh, what you call it. There's a plethora of other, you know, sexual orientations.
Hmm.
Even if it's doesn't, we know now a few. It's not only male and female.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, but obviously, the writer of Quran did not know all that. Had no
Yep.
idea. That's basically
And
it.
okay, okay, let's move on. I want to know what's the context here. I mean, why is this important? Let's go to the next one.
Okay. So what does he want? So
وجعلنا
we're still in the
وجعلنا
we're still in the guilt trip. خلقنا أزواجا and وجعلنا نومكم سباتا, as made
yeah.
your sleep a means for rest. So if it wasn't for him, sleep would have meant something else. So he
Hmm.
made the sleep period of the day cycle as means for rest. That's the English translation, by
Why?
the way. That's not what Ibn Kathir says. Might be something else.
Um, Sleep is not uh, this is very reductionist if you say sleep is only for rest, because sleep has a very important function in a human functioning brain and daily functioning. So if you don't have sleep, it's not rest. Sleep is
Mhm.
not rest. Sleep has a function. the mind works in a different way,
Hmm.
and the body rests, but the mind's still working. It's not complete rest. So there is a I have, but anyway, to go to his mentality. Okay, here's the thing: we have to put in mind that these words are came out of a shepherd in a desert, and this is his world. Sleep for him is rest, and the tent. I mean, the mountain is like a tent. I don't know how
Mm.
though. How it could be a pole or
Yeah,
an egg. I don't know. I don't know. But that's for him. That's what he believed. Okay.
exactly. Yeah, based on the limited knowledge he had,
Yep.
that's what it is. So mountains are like pegs to stop Earth from moving. Sleep is basically Subatan is hibernation. So if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have considered sleep as hibernation. It might have had a different means, not necessarily hibernation. Who knows? But then,
Yeah.
and then he continues the charade of guilt trip. And he made the night as clothing. What? وجعلنا الليل
وجعلنا
لباسا.
النهار وجعلنا الليل لباسا and
Uh,
made
uh,
the night as a covering. I have
as
it on on
well, yeah,
this, but
covering,
it's
clothing, same thing. Uh,
yeah.
so what does that even mean?
Maybe that's also a simile to, how Arabs used to love similes. So it could be that cover. So at night you can't see the other.
Mm,
So it
it
covers
is a
from the
symbol.
eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it covers your eyes from seeing the naked person, for instance, or whatever you don't want anybody to see at night. They didn't have much light at the time, so that's what it means. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, because Ibn Kathir says in Arabic, when the night comes, they say libas and libis and layl, for example. So yeah, because it again for people in the 1400 years ago thought night it basically is a big cover will cover the earth because the sun is stuck there, it's not moving. So a big cover will come in and then cover the world in darkness.
Yep.
So that's what they thought. But again,
Okay.
it's basically a guilt trip. God has taken us. So worship me, please. I created all these things for you. I made you a couple so you can get married. I created mountains as pegs. I made you sleep. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have slept. And I made the night as a cloth that covers earth. And I made day for livelihood. وجعلنا النهار معاشا. It's just me. I made all that. Just please worship me. It's one of the cutest surahs in Quran. وجعلنا النهار معاشا. Okay, yeah, so yeah, okay, dude, fine. I still don't get the point. What do you want to say? And
وجعلنا النهار معاشا. What does
yeah,
what does that mean?
yeah, because well, he made night for sleeping, but at the same time, he made day for working, for living. So you live it. Listen, people, I created you, and I'm telling you, you have to work in the daylight and then sleep at night.
No,
This
I
is
think
something new.
he meant that if you're making money during the day, this is why I made, or this is the system that I built. So daytime you work for your living, and at night you sleep. Okay, what's the relevance here of these two?
No,
To
nothing, nothing.
I know this is what I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, how about the people who, like astronauts who work with the stars? For them, night is their It's the time when they work for living, and daytime they sleep.
Yeah, but again, those people never read the Quran and they didn't know this scientific fact that God created the night to sleep. But again, some smartards would come in and say, "Well, scientists have discovered that if you don't sleep at night, and that will affect your metabolism and will affect your hormones, and
Not
all the
really,
enzymes will go
because
haywire."
not really, because some people are night people. What would they call them? Nocturian or whatever that
Nocturnal.
means.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
me. I'm
yeah.
I'm a night
So
person.
yeah, I'm a day person. Like 5:30 in the morning, rain or shine, I'm up.
Mm,
But there are people who they sleep during the day and stay. And there are some jobs like astronauts when they study the stars. They don't study the stars during the day. They study them during the night.
yeah.
They they audit, their computers or whatever, their telescopes during the night. They sleep during the day. We have here on Mount Lemon, we have an observatory, and
Hmm.
there are a lot of people that I know that work for University of Arizona that work there, and they all are night people.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Can't
so
dispute that.
what is
But
so why should you put it even there?
it's again, this whole surah is a guilt trip. I made all these things for you. It's a guilt trip based on the assumptions of someone who lived 1400 years ago. Wait for it. The coming, what's coming is even better. So
Okay,
far, he
can't
he
wait.
made night for us to sleep, and he made day for us to live, and he built, and we built above you seven strong, in parentheses heavens. وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا. So we
Sorry.
built
Yeah.
we built seven. So if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have seven heavens above us. It's counted
وبنينا
seven.
فوقكم سبعا شدادا.
Seven.
And
What's
have we
why?
not built over you the seven firmaments? Okay, here doesn't say firmaments, doesn't say skies, but that's what it implies. So
Yeah.
بنينا, we built over you seven. Shidadan means strong.
Yeah. Well, Ibn Kathir says it means the seven heavens and the vastness and height and exact positioning and how it's perfect and how it's all how all of them are being beautified by the planets being what he says by the planets of which those that are constant and the others that move.
This is
Okay,
ridiculous, really.
let's ignore Ibn
Let's move
Kathir
on.
for now.
Let's move
let's,
on. Yeah.
let's move on. So
Okay.
far he made everything for us, and he built the
Okay.
seven heavens that nobody have seen. Nobody can give me a clear definition what a sky is. They means the skies, not heavens. In Arabic, sky, sama. It always says sama. Heaven can be, it can mean paradise. So it's very clear in the Quran. It always says sama, which means sky. And nobody until now gave me a clear definition. What is sky? So seven skies. That's what it is. And he made. Oh, let's continue. So after he created the strong seven skies, and he made therein, in the seven skies, a burning lamp, the sun.
A burning lamp. So
وجعلنا
wait.
سراجا وهاجا.
So in the sky, وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا. Then a light of splendor
A light of
and
splendor,
place
it's fine. Burning lamp, it's fine. It's all the same.
a light of splendor. Yeah.
Mm,
Surajan wahaja.
mm, that's what it says. So far in
So
our
so
guilt
is
trip,
this the sun? Is this the sun? Does he mean the sun here?
he must do. Let's see what Ibn Kathir say. Ibn Kathir says, yeah, it means the sun. that shines on all the world, and this is funny one. He explains it
Hmm.
means the sun that lights the whole world, and that its light glows for the whole, well, the inhabitants of the whole world, as if it's
Well,
happening at the same time.
again, he's talking about oil, those primitive oil lamps. وَجَعَلْنَا سِرَاجًا وَهَّاجًا, where when you ignite the light, it just stays burning.
Hmm.
So that's what it is. It's a burning light. So this is also a simile that the sun is like this um, lamp where
Yeah, that's
it
what he thought. Yeah.
keeps burning. Yeah.
So the sequence so far, he created Earth, made it ready for us, stuck the mountains in, made us into
Okay.
couples, and
Okay.
created seven skies. And he stuck right in the middle of the seven skies, because that's what it says. It didn't say in every sky. No, no, no. Just stuck in the skies a burning lamp, one big giant as burning lamp. Ah, and oh, this is a gem. Next comes, and sent down from the rain clouds pouring water. وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا. It translates into and sent down from the rain clouds pouring water. Again, so it was God who made the rain go down.
Hmm.
But what does it say? But here's the thing. So it says وأنزلنا من المعصرات. We sent down from not the rain, معصرات, not the rain. Ibn Kathir says معصرات is wind. It came down from the wind, not the clouds. There was no mention to the clouds. So they didn't. I don't know how he missed that. Wind doesn't give you rain. Clouds give you rain.
Okay. I have a little problem. I have to go out and come in. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I won't take long.
It's okay. Take your time.
Okay.
Where are you? Okay, so again, this is one of the things that people will act blatantly lie when they talk to non-Arabic speaking people if they're trying to explain Quran to them, be it they are Muslims or not Muslims. They will just change what it means. So again, this is the website Quran.com. It is the source for Quran translation, and they are blatantly misinterpreting. It's not even it's not interpretation, it's pure translation. Just copy and paste it into Google Translate. It's so in our guilt trip journey so far we've made it to rain. So we started with he made earth, stuck the mountains, all that is fine. For now, I'll just ignore the beginning of the surah. Has nothing to do with the rest of it. It must have been. You see, when sometimes at work you will get an email. No, not an email. You get an official form requesting something, and then right in the middle of the form, there some different information, different names, has nothing to do with the whole context of the form or the letter or whatever, because someone copied a template, removed few things, and filled it up again. And it will be obvious. It sounds like this is one of these things. At the beginning, he was talking about the big news, and then out of the blue, oh no, they'll know. Definitely, they'll know. And again, they will know. And then we started the guilt trip. Where's the context? No context whatsoever. So made the earth, mountains, couples to multiply, and now and he was the one who sent down rain from the wind. So al-mu'sirat, wind, it's wind. That's what Ibn Kathir says, people. If somebody wants to be a smart ass about it, that's the first thing that Ibn Kathir said. And by the way, Ibn Kathir copied it from Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas, he's the he's the guy when it comes to tafsir. All people who write the tafsir, they will go to Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas, he's the man. And Ibn Abbas says, Mu'sarat, wind. Thank you very much. Moving on. Okay. So why? So when he's saying, I made everything for you, blah, 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 and I brought down rain from the wind, not the clouds. This is wrong. We just proved it. So he's the one who brought down water from the wind. But why did he do that? Why did he do that? He did that so we may bring forth thereby grain and vegetation. So this is where we are in the guilt trip. I gave you wind that will give you pouring water. And why? Why would you do that? Why would what would you do with water from the wind? So you can grow grains and vegetation. Really? So what do I do now? What do you want me to do with this new information? It's not even guilt trip anymore. It's just you're stating the bloody obvious. And then yeah, it's not only grain and vegetation. Don't forget, it's about also gardens of intertwined growth. Entwined growth. What does that mean? Ibn Kathir to the rescue. What does it mean, Ibn Kathir? وجنات ألفافا. Alfalfa. Oh, Jannat, which is, by the way, Obi, you're mute.
Alfalfa is a vegetation. خضرة alfalfa.
Yeah, that's what it is, alfalfa. Yeah, and Ibn Abbas again said alfalfa, alfalfa. Hold on, what's in English? What's alfalfa? It's an English word, alfalfa.
I have alfalfa. I have no idea. I'm going back to see what does he mean by that. And gardens of luxurious growth.
Alfalfa is a type of sprout. Alfalfa.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's
in English. Has nothing to do with what
grass.
We're talking about.
Some type of grass.
Yeah. So alfalfa, as Ibn Abbas, he's the source. He's the mate. He knows everything about what anything means. So Ibn Abbas says, yeah, alfalfa in plural, it means it's just vegetation, different types of vegetation. Okay, so you just said that. Just said that, mate. How many times do you need to repeat it? So, okay, you gave me water from the wind. I'm fine. Thank you very much. What do I do with it? I know what do I do with it. I don't need you to tell me what do I do with it. No, you need to know. Oh, so I can get grain from earth and vegetation, and even some more vegetation from fields and stuff. You just said that. Stop repeating yourself. And then out of the blue, so guilt trip finished. That's it. Let's move on to verse 17. Verse 17 says, indeed, the day of judgment is an appointed time. Now we're back to the first thing because, they were disputing the big news.
Verily, the day of sorting out is a thing appointed. That's the translation from my side.
Yeah. My side says it's the judgment day.
I think what now we know what Ibn Kathir meant when he at the beginning said, what are they disputing about? So that's how he got that they're disputing about the judgment day. But what he has to say, I want to know, where is the logic here? Haven't I, he says, haven't I made the earth habitable? Haven't I made the skies? Haven't I made put the mountains and made them pegs to keep earth stable? Haven't I all done that? Done all this? How do we know that you've done all this? First of all, how do we know? You said, haven't I? No, we don't know if you have or haven't. So that's a big question mark there. Then, since I have done that, then I'm telling you that I have also set a date for the judgment time. Now, where is the logic here? First of all, you have to prove that you've done those things. You have to show us that you've done those things. And you have to at least show us that there is logic in your word. There is some, as they say, that this is the miracle. The word of Quran is a miracle. It should be written well. It's not even written well. So up to here, it's all nonsense.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Maybe, you never know, maybe we'll find some sense when we go a little bit
Yeah,
further.
yeah. For those who just joined us, so far what we got to is why are they disputing the big news? The big news that they are disputing, and oh no, they will know. Oh yeah, they will know. And sounds like an African American old woman. Oh no, they will know. And then, didn't I create everything for you? No, you didn't. I made Earth, I made couples, I made the skies, and made things that will fall down from the
Nope.
wind, which is water. I made all that. No, he didn't. And then now he says, "Yeah, by the way, the Judgment Day is happening. It's an appointed time."
Yeah, he
Okay.
set, he has set a time for that.
Yeah, I've set a time for the judgment. By the
Yep.
way, just if you don't know, that day, that appointed time, when the horn is blown, يوم ينفخ في الصور, and you will come forth in multitudes. So yeah, that's how it's going to happen. Someone will
The
blow the
day,
horn, and all of you will come.
yeah, the day the trumpet shall be sounded, and ye shall come forth in crowds. Okay, now he's explaining what the judgment day is, and this is no different than any other previous. I mean, I've heard horn, I think, in Judaism, they have the
Yeah,
day of the, I don't know what kind of a day of a judgment they have, but there's also a horn.
yeah.
And
There is a mention for the horn or the trumpet.
and also we have a Christian, not a Mormon church close to me. On the top, there is a monument of a guy with a horn.
Hmm.
This horn, primitive people thought that to call people, you have to, you know, blow in a horn or a trumpet. How about if they do? If where is the horn, and where is it blown? And if it's blown in the Middle East, would the would will I hear about it? Will I would listen to? Will I hear the sound?
Well, it's
What
it's a,
kind of
it's
a,
one big ass giant angel is going to blow that horn. So the whole Earth all of Earth will hear
I
it.
would probably, if it's a giant angel, if it's, and this sound goes all over the world, or maybe not even the world, maybe the universe, maybe there are people also in the universe, maybe they have the same judgment day. So what's gonna happen if he will blow a horn that everybody will hear? We'll probably be deaf by the
Yeah,
time that
yeah.
he stops blowing in that horn.
But yeah, out of the ignoring the context of this surah, in other places in Quran, it will say basically we'll get some warnings. So if we heed those warnings before they blow the horn, we should be wearing ear defenders, all of us, because it's happening. We've seen the Messiah come back, and the big battle, the apocalypse battle, happened. So I think after the battle, everybody should wear ear defenders. because that big ass horn is going to be huge. Yeah, so blow the horn, and all of you will come in crowds or
And
multitudes,
gather. Yeah. Yeah.
and then
Read the next one. The next one is really funny.
and the skies are opened and will become gateways. I know
It's
it's
remi-
written here heavens. It's not heavens, it's skies.
it reminds me of an episode of Rome. Uh,
Okay.
I saw, and the two fighters were going for a fight, and then at night they sleep under the sky. So one asks the other, "What are these blinking things in the sky?" So the other one tells him, "It's uh, what did he say? It's holes. It's holes in the firmament. Beyond it
Ah,
is the light." So this, as if it's like exactly as if cloth, and in this cloth there are holes. So he was talking about his time. Apparently some of the old religions believe that. So he's also saying the same here. وفتحت السماء أبوابا, like
yeah,
as if it's a cloth,
it's a cloud.
and like a tent, and so the door of the sky is open, and then what happens?
And that's what happens. What happens is the mountains will be removed, and then there will be nothing but a mirage. He will take away the pegs. He put them at the beginning to keep
No, wait,
Earth.
wait, wait. If we want to translate it, word to word, وسيرت الجبال means we moved,
Yeah,
or the mountains were moved.
yes, yeah, it will be
Okay.
moved, not removed.
فكانت سرابة. What is sarab?
Mirage.
It's a mirage, as if it wasn't there, was just
It was a mirage. Yeah, the whole thing. It's
mirage.
a big magic trick.
So where did they go? Where did they move to? In the door?
Uh,
In the doors?
I, I'm, I'm speechless. I don't know. I have no idea. I was about to say yeah, yeah. Let's end it at the 20. So yeah, verse 20.
Oh, here,
But
here.
then,
Nemia wants.
hold on. Nimia
Yeah, I will send her. I'll send her. You go ahead.
yeah, I've sent the link. I put it in the
Oh, you
comment.
sent the link? Good, good.
Yeah, I put in the link in the comment. Let's wait for her to join us.
Okay.
And then I'll take 5,
I
and
would
then you
love
two
to
keep
have.
going.
Yeah, okay.
What's her name?
Nemia.
Nemia. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So blown the horn, opened the gates in the skies, not heavens. I'm adamant that it's not heaven. It's a sky. So apparently it's something solid that you
Heavens
can
also
open a hole.
can be heaven. Firmament is also can be skies. Heaven could be skies too. It depends. They.
In English, in Arabic, heaven
Yeah,
can mean
English is
can
different.
yeah. In English, heaven is sky. Yeah, it's fine. But in
Yes.
Arabic, sama is clear. It's
Yeah.
only sky.
Yeah.
Uh,
So here he has. I mean, this other translation says firmament, which is closer.
it can be, yeah, yeah.
She comes. Hi.
Hello, Ruby. Hello, Wissam. Nice to be
Uh,
with you.
oh, lovely to have you. Lovely to have
Thank you. Thank you. I was just listening, and I tell you honestly, it makes no sense even reading it in Arabic. One sequence after the other. It just shows there is no logic in these sentences, and we are not exaggerating. Everybody should know that. Even in Arabic, it makes no sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's funnier in English, and even more funny in Egyptian.
It makes it complicated, I think. I think you have to believe in these words only in a spiritual way in your heart, but not in your brain. As soon as you use your brain reading these texts, you have to leave this position. I mean, this is, for
Absolutely.
me, is clear. And whoever says that this book is a heavenly written from God, from up down here, it's a man-made book, really depicted from the Old Testament, from other ideas. This is just clear in reading only these 20 verses.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a copy and paste from different stuff stuck together, and then it doesn't make sense now. So we started with the big news, and then has nothing to do with anything. Oh no, they'll know. And then, okay, didn't I do all these nice things to you? No, you didn't. And then, okay, I'll mess things up. Okay, that's it. It's in my diary. There it is. I written it down. There is a judgment day. And guess what will happen in judgment day? And on that bombshell, I'll leave it to you two ladies. You continue reading while I take 5. I'm a smokeaholic, sorry. I need to have my fat break.
Okay,
Okay.
Ruby, shall you read or
You go ahead. Go ahead.
But
وسيرت.
text is there, huh?
Yeah.
I just have to make this
I
big.
have it also here, so it's easier if you have it, because وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا.
I can't see. How can I magnify it?
It's, well, that's why I have my other translation.
I
You can
see.
have a
I
third
see.
translation because
Yeah,
it's the
because
same.
it's too small for me to read from the
I
screen.
know.
Yeah. I
وسيرت
can read the
الجبال.
Arabic though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it both from here, and then you can
Okay.
the other.
Okay.
وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا, and the mountains are removed and will be but a mirage.
So it's an imaginary thing.
So yeah, it's an image. وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا, and the mountains shall vanish as if they were a mirage. Okay, this is my translation, and you can check on yours if you have another translation that would help. Okay. إن جهنم كانت مرصادا. Truly, hell is as a place of ambush.
Yeah, it's around the corner. So just be careful. No mistakes. You will fall in because it's around the corner. So any mistake, you will be in Jahannam, in hell.
Here it says, indeed, hell has been lying in wait.
Yeah, exactly. It's like around the corner. Be careful. Don't make any mistakes. You'll fall in.
Exactly. That's it. That's the terrorism of the mind.
Absolutely.
That's exactly. This verse is a terror of the mind. Now,
you have to be afraid.
Going back, he goes first saying, what are they disputing about? Then he answers himself saying, it's about the big news, okay, or the mighty news. So what is the mighty news? He doesn't say at the beginning. He goes saying, haven't I done this for you? Haven't I created the day? Haven't I created the skies? Since I have created those, then I have also created the judgment day with the set hour. Okay.
So the proof is within the text. You have to believe it because there's no other proof. I tell you it's like that.
Exactly.
That's the only way. Yeah.
Okay. Then he goes to discuss or describe the judgment day. Like it will be blown in the horn, the skies will open its doors, and the mountains will be moved. إن جهنم كانت مرصاد.
Ruby, the horn is 100% taken from the Old Testament. It's a Jewish thing. There is no horn. There is no blow instruments in that tribal time of the Arab Peninsula. Not at all.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen it.
Yeah. So the horn is very important in Judaism. It's a very sacred instrument. It calls the faithful, and Muhammad copied that from them. He heard it and he said, I'm going to use it.
I'm sure. Okay.
Mhm.
إن جهنم كانت مرصادة. So, let me, I think I'm hearing my voice here. I think, let me just put this down. Where is it?
Should I mute?
Here? No, no, no. It's me. I have it somewhere. Okay, forget it. Okay. It's because I had the YouTube on my iPhone. So anyway, إن جهنم كانت مرصادة. Hell is a place of ambush. God is ambushing us. He's
Oh, I
he
got
has,
frightened.
yeah. للطاغين مآبة. For the transgressors, a place of destination.
Ma'aba is a destination, place of destination.
That's what it says. In the Jahannam.
Can you explain? What does it mean?
للطاغين مآبة, for the transgressors, a place of return. It says here.
Okay, that's hell. That means the
Yeah.
ones who are in aggression, they
The
will
one-
be placed. Their final place is hell. Yeah.
Yes, that's where they should
Yeah.
go.
Okay, that's the conclusion now.
That's the conclusion now. No, he's still describing. Now, how do we know that all these is your doing?
None. There is no proof.
Oh, how do we know if it's real or it's not real? That the point, that the subject of the dispute between the two, the ones that believe in the judgment day and don't believe, where is your evidence that
No,
there is?
none whatsoever.
There is no logic.
Mm-mm.
So I think Wissam has gone. So we have one last one, which is half.
All right. Mhm.
لابثين فيها أحقابا. Means
Mhm.
they will dwell therein for ages. Like,
Yeah. So they will be
hell,
stuck in
they
it.
dwell
Yeah.
in hell,
They
and
will be stuck in it for ages, forever,
for eternity.
for eternity. There is no, there is no rahmah. There is no mercy. No mercy in this religion. When you enter hell, then you are doomed.
Well, I want to know. I always, wonder. Is God just? Is this God, according to this verse, is he just? Because if, let's say, somebody during his lifetime, which is what? Average 80? Let's say, if I want to be really, let's say 70 is the average age of a human being, okay? If 70 years of his life, he hasn't done anything good. He's been a bad person. He's been killing. He's been doing this. He's been doing that. He's been kafir, an infidel. So, is forever, does forever equates the 70 years? Is there any justice? If we say he's gonna burn in hell forever, and forever means there's no other judgment, like he will not take him out, and then there will be, here Hussam came, so he will not be taken back again and asked to revise himself. Like when we have a criminal here, it has to be proportional. Your sin or whatever you've done, your crime should be, the punishment should be proportional to the crime. You cannot judge somebody who killed the same as somebody who stole a small thing with somebody who stole million, for instance. There is a punishment for each. This punishment for the just God is the same for all, and you're going to be staying in hell forever or for ages. Is that just?
Certainly not, Ruby. I mean, you describe a behavior of a human being to be like that, but it seems God is non-mercy or merciless and has thirst for blood and torture the whole life, it seems like God enjoys when his hell is really occupied and filled with people in it. And then he says, oh, how good I am. And it seems like that, because
Mr.
as you
Jonas,
said, it's not proportional. When you enter that hell, then you stay there. And that gives me a very bad picture of this God who should be merciful. It's not
he's a
true. They are
terrorist.
lying. They're lying.
He's a terrorist. He's
Absolutely.
So where did you get to? I'm assuming you're about 21, 22.
well, yeah. You can scroll up again. We finished لا بكون فيها حقابة هني لا يذوبون فيها بردا ولا شرابا now.
Yeah, so yeah, there where we are. So yeah, I prepared this hell for you, and let me explain what hell means. You'll stay there forever and ever and ever. لا يذوقون فيها, and they will not taste therein any coolness or drink. Wow. Yeah, so they'll be thirsty forever. Not even wine. You can go to hell for drinking wine. Give us wine in hell as well.
No, you're on the wrong side. The rivers are in paradise with wine.
Yeah, but some scholars say no, that's not the same wine. It's not. It won't make you drunk.
Yeah.
What's the point of that then? If you, just say grape juice, mate. Why would you say wine if it's it won't get me drunk? Oh no, but they are allowed to drink something. It's not. It's scalding water. But hamiman is not scalding water, by the way, isn't it?
Cold water? No, it's
lava.
nothing cool shall they taste therein, nor any drink. What the F does that mean, even?
Hamim is like warm. It's like there's warmth in it.
No. Ibn Kathir says no. Hamim is something that's really hot. And la hamiman wa ghusaqan. And ghusaq, guess what? That's it's basically it's puss. That's basically
it's a puss.
Yeah, that's what it is. So that's they can drink hot water, hot scalding water, and purulence.
Yeah, so only hellfire and puss.
Yeah, which is fair. That's what he said. So yeah, they can't drink anything other than horrible stuff, which is fair. That's what 26 says, which is fair enough. Yeah, because they were really bad people. So yeah, it's fair. Why were they bad? They didn't believe in him. Oh, nice, good.
Okay, jaza'an wafaqa.
Which is fair.
And an appropriate recompense. Yeah. It's not. It's not. I was just discussing this. Like a lifetime of a human being to eternity is not appropriate.
Yeah, but God sets the standard. So yeah, he's the judge jury. For him, it's just For him, it's fine. Yeah, for him, it's fine. So yeah, you'll be thirsty forever, and you're not allowed to drink anything other than all disgusting stuff that I can come up with. Which, by the way, all he can come up with, God the Mighty, and his last book, his last message to humanity, that's it. That's all he can think of at the time. Yeah, drinks hot stuff and puss. That's it. That's all he can think of. And then he goes further to explain. Oh, indeed, they were not expecting an account. Well, if I wasn't expected to be judged, why are you judging me? Is that fair?
Oh.
إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا. Because they didn't think that they will be judged.
Yeah. So they didn't save for the rainy day.
Yeah. What do you think of this one, Nemia? وَكَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا كِذَابًا. Further description of those who will live forever in hell.
Yeah, they never believed what we gave them for proofs from these verses, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're not the non-believers, and they always lied, or what? They told lies about what we gave them in our verses. I think so, huh?
كذبوا بآياتنا. Let's see what.
So you see,
our
even
good-
in Arabic, it's not so easy.
كذبوا بآياتنا. No, basically, what it means is when God gives them proof of His existence,
Yeah,
they'll say it's
they
a lie.
denied. They denied. It's a denial.
It's a denial. Yeah, those who deny us, then that's it.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, and كذبوا بآياتنا كذابا, and as a result, they will actually they keep denying it. Really? So كذبوا بآياتنا كذابا. So
Yeah, and
they
they
denied
land
us.
in hell. Yeah, and then
Just linguistically, it doesn't fit. So they denied us, and they keep denying us. كذبوا بآياتنا كذابا. Really?
yeah, and if you do that, the result, you know where you will be.
Okay. So in terms of context, which is the old chestnut, they keep getting back to it. Whenever we want to describe something, he said that in the Holy Book. Oh, no, you're taking it out of context. The context so far is I made all these things. No, I didn't. If you don't believe me, I will create all these horrible things for you in a time and place that I've set. That's it. I've just done it. The time, I know the time. I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise. And I will do all these horrible things to you. And then out of the blue, come verse 29. And it says, وَكُلُّ شَيْءٍ أَحْصَيْنَاهُ كِتَابًا. But all things we have enumerated in writing. What does that have to do with anything?
That means,
Context.
does it mean that we already put down all this information and we should have known it?
Yeah, the other translation is preserved.
Yeah.
And all things have we preserved on record, like we set them down on concrete records.
And it's in past tense.
Yeah,
In the past.
it means the hellfire, or that whatever they're disputing, it's all written. It's all written.
He means my rules I already put down in context before, but you never paid attention to
Everything.
them.
Yeah, everything.
It's everything. What has happened, what will happen. Everything. It's done. It's written. I didn't own. So you remember when I just said I've written the date? No, it's not only that. I've written everything. Your name, what will you do? Who you will do it with? Where did you do it? And why you did it? All that, it's written.
Yeah, these are the two angels we have on our shoulders, left and right. They're writing every day.
But what are they doing, by the way? Because he already did that. He already wrote it.
Yeah, but they write. They just, they feed the computer with the new data every time. So up there, he would have the latest.
So what he's doing, actually, he's testing himself. He wrote these things, and then he's sending these people and comparing the two. I was right here. I'm always right.
Of course. Who else?
But of course.
He wrote it down, and then the two angels were recording everything, making a list, checking it twice, and then he will take all the list and check it again, just to make sure.
He doesn't trust anybody. I mean, you don't know who these angels are.
But apparently he doesn't even trust himself, because he wrote the list. That should be the end of it.
And he's testing himself.
And then
Didn't he talk to himself just now? He asked the question, then he answered the question.
Yeah, speaking of free will, where's free will if he wrote it down, all of it? What's the point then? But that's like a 20-hour broadcast talking about it.
Free will is to test himself.
Yeah,
because he gave you the free will, and he wanted to know, was I right?
And if he has written everything, I do something wrong tomorrow, it's not my fault. He wrote it for me.
Exactly.
So I'm not to be blamed. If I'm gonna do something bad tomorrow, I something criminal, it's not my fault. I mean, he said Nemia will do this on that date, on that time, and this will happen to her. And it's me. So I'm really out of it. I have my excuse.
Now in verse 30, he's back at it again. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I told you I've written down everything, and based on what I've written, I know what you'll do, and it's all horrible things, and that's why. So taste and so taste, never will we increase you except in torment. فذوقوا
Taste
فلن
what?
نزيدكم إلا عذابا.
Taste what?
Just taste. No,
I mean,
taste.
he said there's no food in hell.
No,
There
you
is
can drink
lava.
horrible stuff.
There is lava.
You can drink horrible stuff and it tastes awful.
Zaqum is Zaqum. There is Zaqum.
Yeah, there's a poem there, but what does he actually mean? Our trusted friend Ibn Kathir. ذوقوا.
Just taste what are you in? ذوقوا ما
That's what it
أنتم
means.
فيه.
Yeah.
So it says, so taste the fruits of your deeds.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Exactly.
But he
Or
forgot
no-
to say, just said taste. He didn't
For no
bother with-
increase shall we grant you except in punishment.
Yeah. So we'll just increase the punishment at.
He's really mean. He's really mean.
Yeah, this is the stick.
لئيم
This is
لئيم معكو لئيم.
But
this is the stick he's using. You have the carrot and stick. So this is the
Yeah.
stick.
But this is it's in contrast, in a stark contrast of the beginning of the surah. The beginning of the surah, it was just a guilt trip. To my eyes, it sounded like a mother guilt tripping her children to do what they want. Didn't I make you breakfast this morning? I even made your own bed. I ironed all your clothes.
More like blackmailing.
That's what guilt tripping is emotional blackmailing. That's what it is. So yeah, I did all these things to you, and then out of the blue, someone else showed up, and he took hold of the whole writing process, and suddenly we have this mean being. Just all he said. Well, here's the thing: you're bad. I know you're bad. I've written it down. I know when you will be bad. I've written down the date when I will punish you forever and ever, and the only change in that punishment is increase in punishment.
You know,
That's it.
that's why I believe that Quran was written by more than one person. I mean, it can't be one person. Even of course, I don't believe it's a word of God, but it's not even a write-up of a person, a single person. I think with time, people added.
But just pay attention to this mean sentence. فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا. Really, it's so mean. Just he is actually having the pleasure of somebody is in such a situation, is in torture. He is having a pleasure. This is sadist.
He's a masochist.
He's enjoying it.
He's a masochist. He
Yeah,
loves
exactly.
to
Exactly. He is enjoying and he's having a pleasure in the torture of others. And I think it's so mean.
True.
Yeah. But to be fair to the guy, so he's using the normal method that we humans do. Apparently, we learned it from him or her or it. So that was the stick. Let's move on to the carrot.
Okay.
So yeah, again, in a literary way, there is no real connection. So yeah, all these horrible things. But by the way, if you are righteous, you'll win. But he didn't say it the way I said it. It's out of the blue, just said, yeah, and so taste, and never will we increase you except in torment. Indeed, for the righteous is attainment, or the win, the glory, the good end, the good place.
The righteous will win.
The righteous will win. Yeah.
Yep.
So all you bad people,
what do they
us
win?
included.
What do they win? Let's
Paradise.
go. What do they win? حدائق وأعناب.
Gardens and grapes.
And grapes.
As if that's the best in the whole world. If that's the ultimate what I wish for in my life.
The best, yeah, that's the best thing he came up with for.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
can you imagine?
it is.
It is, because you can imagine that person was in a
In the desert, in the
There's
Saharan desert.
nothing. There's no plants, nothing. There's no green. There are no
Yes.
birds. And he thinks of grapes. Where did he? Where? How did he doesn't know grapes? Because he was in the Bilad al-Sham, in the Levant,
Yeah,
this
which
area, which
ag-
there is, yeah.
The
And
Fertile Crescent. In the Fertile
exactly,
Crescent.
exactly.
When
He was
did
impressed.
those
Im-
trading.
Exactly,
Did go
impressed by the gardens and the grape of either Persia or
You know, that reminds me when I first moved to Arizona, I was like, Arizona is a desert. I was thinking Kuwait desert or Saudi Arabian desert. And Arizona is a desert. I don't want to come to Arizona. I didn't come all the way from Kuwait to stay in the desert. But when I came here, it's a Sonoran desert. It's different. It's full of greenery and cactus and beautiful flowers at certain times. But these people lived in a Saharan desert, whereas there is nothing,
nothing.
dunes, and where all you see is mirage.
As far as the eye can see, yes.
Mirage. So this is his mentality. For him, gardens is a big deal, as it was for me when I came here.
But again, he's
Having-
speaking. He is addressing men of that era and that place. And what do
Yeah.
men like other than grapevines?
Oh, that's a hot one.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
وكواعب
Atraba. This is my favorite.
yeah. So apparently on this website they've updated the translation, because previously, and I remember in a previous broadcast we discussed this in English, and it was Kawa'ib means splendid companions, and it says that splendid companions, but the actual translation, it's new. This
What
is
do they
new. This
say? I
wasn't there.
can't read it. I
It
can't
says
read it.
I have the translation here.
full-breasted companions,
No. Here I have it. Voluptuous woman of age.
voluptuous.
From volume or the what?
No, voluptuous is curvature,
I see. I see. Round.
like
بتاع
the
كله بتاع كله.
Yeah.
like the old Coca-Cola bottle.
Yeah.
So, which, and by the way, be it it's full-breasted or the Coca-Cola voluptuous, it's all wrong. That's not what it means. Kawa'ib, that's not what it means. The actual
No.
meaning, it's more horrible than whatever you imagine.
Big-breasted woman
No, it's not
of
big-breasted.
equal. It is.
No,
كواعب
it is.
أبا.
Well, hold on. 33? 33. Let's see what Ibn Kathir says.
يلا يا ابن كثير. What does he say?
Kawa'ib means their breasts. Their breasts
Yeah.
are not really saggy
Oh,
because they are virgins, which
because
are
they have plastic surgery.
they've just because they've just became of age. So
Yeah.
it's not
Because-
big, it's not full, it's just they just popped up.
It's pedophile.
And kawa'ib comes from the word ka'ab, heel.
Mhm.
So they are the same shape and apparently size of the heel of the foot. They are so young.
Oh,
That's what it means. They've just passed that threshold
Mhm.
and they became women. That's it. So we're talking about between 9 and 12-year-olds.
so just budding.
Budding.
Mhm.
Budding
So that's what it
breath.
means. That's what kawa'ib means. Atraba means they're all the same age, so they're all kawa'ib.
Atraba.
Mhm.
So
I
someone
see.
are into older ladies. No, they're all kawa'ib, mate. They're all the same size, same age, same everything, and it's yeah. That is the actual description of kawa'ib atraba. So those who don't like me, I'll mess you up. I'll mess you up big time till the end of time. If you play ball and do what I tell you, you'll get grapevines and nice little girls.
Okay.
Exactly. Oh, that's horrible, actually, huh?
Yeah. And I'll give you a cup.
وكأسا دهاقا.
Yeah. I'll give you a cup full of
Cup
stuff.
full to the
And what
brim.
is a duhaqa? What is a duhaqa?
Full
full.
to the brim, as it says here.
Yeah, full to the brim.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
also showing the poverty of a desert person. He
Let's
has to
check
have
it.
the cup full.
دهاقة الملأة المترعة
Yeah. So yeah, just really full.
والمتتابعة.
Yeah, and that shows the poverty of a desert culture where they have everything scarce, and in heaven you have the cups are full and nothing, just very little.
Yeah. So if you're trying to sell this to me, you're trying to sell me this place, convince me to do all these nice things, to go to that nice place. So we started with gardens. Thank you very much. Yeah, I already have one. It's really nice. Yeah, but I'll give you women, really nice little ones. Yeah, that's fine. That sounds tempting. And a cup full.
Cup full of
Full
what?
full cups, full. Yeah, with anything.
Of water?
No, just one. Just one.
What?
Wine with the from the grapes, the wine.
No, that's not what it says.
No,
Yeah, it doesn't say
even
here. It doesn't say.
Even if Kathir doesn't say what it's full of. It's just
Exactly.
A full, and I'll give you a full cup. Full cup of what, mate?
What?
If it's beer, I don't like beer. So full of what?
I prefer red wine.
Me too.
Well, I don't mind sangria.
I have a weird taste when it comes to alcohol or spirits. It's either red wine, chilled. I don't chill white wine, don't like white wine. Red wine, Shiraz, chilled, and
Yeah.
whiskey.
It's sweet for me. Shiraz is sweet for me. I like Pinot Noir.
Yeah, Pinot Noir is nice, but I have a sweet tooth. That's why I go for the Shiraz.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll get the cup. We'll get a cup full of.
Okay, I'll get
something.
my Pinot Noir. You get your.
Each one gets what he wants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'll
You
get
can
my
get
Jack
your,
Daniels.
your Shiraz. But one minute. Is this for men and women, or just men, or for everybody?
That's a very good question, because kawa'ib wa atraba, what should I do as a woman with
Yeah,
kawa'ib
what
wa
would I
atraba?
do with the
What should I
kawa'ib
do
wa
with that? I mean,
If you're
it's
a
not
woman and
fair.
you're into that kind of thing, then that's your heaven.
Well, maybe what if I'm not lesbian? What
Yeah,
do
it's
I
not-
do with it?
Yeah,
It's-
no, he forgot us.
No, it's not for you then. No.
It's for men. It's for
It's for men.
definitely it is men.
It's
Yeah.
definitely for men.
He totally forgot half of the population.
Yes,
So
Just
so
half, only
just
half.
just the one, yeah, just the whole half.
Just
But I
the
still-
whole half.
but I still
No
want my
problem.
Pinot Noir.
No problem. Just the
Yeah,
I
whole half.
still want my Pinot Noir.
Yeah. Feel free to get that, but no women for you. So if you're righteous, you'll win. You'll win apples. Sorry, grapevines. You'll win little girls and a one cup,
Okay.
and then
لا
لا
يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا.
yeah. What's that? He's describing a place. So far, he was describing what you will get.
Yeah, but yeah, and in this place, it's quiet. It seems there's no blah 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 talking.
Yeah, but what place? We didn't talk about
Heaven.
the place.
Is he not talking about heaven?
Nope. That's what it says, right? The righteous will win. What will they win? Gardens, grapevines, women,
Yeah, but
one cup, and they do not hear
Yeah.
any noise.
No,
He
but
or
when he
lies.
said إن للمتقين مفازة,
Yeah,
he
Yeah, but
this is what they're gonna get. Like
yeah, Wissam is right. There is
Rain,
never a mention
Kawa'ib,
to the
Atraba.
place. Mhm.
And in that place, they will not hear any
noise or lies or
noise
whatever.
or
But-
untruth. Yeah.
But what? And in that place,
Mhm.
those few words in English, they don't exist in that surah. There's a verse missing in the
Yes.
middle,
Exactly.
or few
Exactly.
words missing.
Yeah. This
To
is
say-
a conclusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So there's something missing here. So we described the what we're getting,
Yeah.
and he jumped to the
So you
where
just-
without telling us the where.
Exactly. So you have to fill in the space.
Yeah, use your own
Between the lines.
imagination.
Yeah. جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, again, guilt tripping. You're righteous. So that's
So
what you will
this is
win
the carrot here,
out of
basically.
out of the kindness of my heart. You'll win all the above.
So this is the carrot. Now, first was the stick,
Yeah.
and this is the carrot. Where is my carrot as a woman?
Forget about it, Ruby.
Yeah. Just give up.
Where is
You're
my
not getting
carrot?
it. You're not getting anything unless you're unless you're a lesbian. You won't get a thing. Now, again, back to the context. So, how did we jump from the guilt trip, the stick, the carrot, to out of the blue, the God of heavens and earth and whatever between them, the most merciful, they possesses not from him authority for speech.
What that means? What does that mean, even?
So, in
Absolutely
terms,
no context.
even let's ignore the context, has nothing to do with it on its own. There's a whole surah just says the God of heavens and earth, and what in between, the most merciful, لا يملكون منه خطابه. They don't possess
Have the
not from
power
him.
to argue with him. Like when he puts them in heaven and hell, nobody can argue about that.
How did they translate it?
Here I have a translation from the Lord of the heavens and the earth and all between, Allah most gracious. None shall have power to argue with him.
Nobody.
Nobody
We are
can
not
argue
to
with his
argue with him.
judgment.
I see.
Yeah, since he made the judgment, then nobody can
I
argue.
see. You have to accept.
You have
It's
to
a
accept.
dictatorship. It's a dictatorship
Yeah,
anyway.
that's more or less what Ibn Kathir says. Nobody can start talking to him.
Arguing.
No, it's just mukhataba, just talking, just
Not
converse.
even. I see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he referred to Al-Baqarah 255
To
unless
another,
he
but
allows it.
yeah.
So basically, yeah, guilt trip, stick, carrot. And by the way, you can't talk to me.
You can't. Yeah.
You can't. You can't.
No, you can't. No. Yeah. So,
yeah.
and out of the blue, and you can't talk to me unless I talk to you.
Exactly.
What does that
Like
have to do with
whatever I ordained, that's gonna be it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say about what I ordained. That is it. It's just you can't talk to me. In terms of context, that has nothing to do with it.
Because I'm the decider. I decide.
I am the
You
decider.
remember George Bush when he used to say, "I'm the decider. I decide." It's the same thing here.
Yeah,
God
exactly.
saying, "I'm the decider," and you cannot argue about it.
Yeah. So I just finished talking about the carrots. We're okay, happy days, and you cannot talk to me unless I allow it. And then the day when the spirit and angels, they will stand in rows. They don't talk unless those who God allow them to talk.
And he will say, right.
And he will say what is correct. Yeah.
Here, I'll read this.
A real dictator, not only to us, to his angels also.
There's angels also.
Yeah, only the ones who will speak correctly. Okay, let me read this. The day that the spirit means, of course, people. Their
soul, huh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the angels will stand forth in ranks. None shall speak exactly any who is permitted by Allah most gracious, and he will say what is right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this translation is as bad as the verse itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but here's the thing. First, from a literature point of view, this verse, the previous verse, has nothing to do with the sequence of events so far.
Nothing has to do anything with sequence.
No, but there is some sort of sequence.
Okay.
So guilt trip, stick, carrot. You do not talk to me. That's really out of the whole sequence. That threw everything off. Yep. And then he talks about the day. What does that have to
About
do with things?
Judgment Day, yeah.
And just in terms of sequence of the paragraph, how it was versed, it doesn't make sense. But then again, the day when the spirit and the angels will form a line, basically nobody say anything unless I allow it, and it's true. Two conditions. But what does the spirit means here? Ibn Kathir himself, he says, okay, it might be the spirits of all sons of Adam, or all of sons of Adam, or it's something else.
خلق خلق الله على صورة بني آدم وليسوا بملائكة ولا بشر.
Yeah, something else. It's not humans, not angels. It's something in between.
Jinn?
They
Is it
eat and
jinn?
drink.
No,
No,
No jinn.
no,
I
and
didn't
that's
know that spirit meant something else to some.
that's Ibn Abbas. That's the mate. But by the way, the first one, Ibn Abbas, he said they are the sons of the souls of sons of Adam. And then the third one, again, Ibn Abbas said, well, it's something else. It's not humans and it's not angels. It's something else. They eat and drink. And then there's a fourth explanation. Oh, no, the spirit is Gabriel.
Jibril, isn't he an angel?
Yeah,
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 Gabriel.
yeah. So if it's Gabriel, so it says the day when Gabriel and the rest of his gang will stand in line, and nobody's allowed to talk unless it's spoken to, and they will only say the truth. But they are angels; they're not allowed to do anything else.
Angels are not spirits.
No, no. Gabriel is,
And Gabriel,
because in Al-Shu'ara, verses 193 to 194, it says نزل به الروح الأمين, as reference to Gabriel, and he was described as the spirit.
as spirit.
Makes
So-
sense. It is Gabriel. Yeah.
Yeah, and guess what? There is a fifth possibility. It's the Quran. Quran is the spirit.
Oh, that's too much now.
So if
Yeah.
we get if it's the Quran, reading it, so at the day when the Quran and the angels will stand in line, nobody will allow to say a thing unless God allows it and it's true. So Quran will stand in line, and the Quran is not allowed to talk unless God asks it, and only if it tells the truth. Tells the truth. Quran can talk, and it has the option of tell lies or the truth, and only if it tells the truth and God allows it, only then it can speak to God.
You know, this reminds me of Dr. Anas. Sometimes he comes in our, when we broadcast, he comes in and he always says, "ما في مرادفات بالقرآن." There is no connotation for word in Quran, but ruh here, or the spirit here, right now, it had many meanings.
Ruby, this is a sentence of 10 words, has so many explanations. I can't
Exactly.
wonder. So no wonder that the groups in this religion are so many. When you have so many different opinions, so many different explanations and ideas for just 10 words, one sentence, I'm not surprised that there are so many different groups in this religion and so many different opinions, and one thinks differently than the other. When you have not even on the Quran, in a simple ayah, they agree on it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And someone in the comment section said, can't believe he said that. Said Shia says Ali is the Quran. That gives a whole new meaning to this whole thing.
See.
So okay, this verse 38 is not only out of context. It's and by the way, when I read the tafsir, I chose Ibn Kathir because he's the shortest one. He doesn't go into too much details. Even Ibn Kathir went to all these details just to describe al-ruh in this verse. What if I chose al-Tabari? I'll be reading 70 pages just to explain one word. And basically, the last two verses after that, he's talking about the day again. That's the day. That's the true day.
Yes, day.
So he will may take to this Lord, to his Lord. ذلك اليوم الحق من شاء اتخذ إلى مآبا.
That day will be the sure reality. Therefore, whoso will, let him take a straight return to his Lord. Like,
Okay, yeah. So yeah, if
I'm
you're okay,
telling
you'll know
you,
your way back.
I'm telling you that day is righteous, and whoever wants, he can come back, repent now, and be in the, with whatever God ordains.
Yeah,
Is that Judgment Day, huh?
yeah, yeah.
That's the judgment day. Yeah, this is the whole question. We'll talk about that later on. Let's finish and we'll talk about that. إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ين... what?
ينظروا.
ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا.
So indeed, we have warned you of a near punishment on the day when a man will observe what his hands have put forth, and the disbeliever will say, "Oh, I wish that I were just dust."
So this is also uh, stick. Here's the stick.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's no more. Yeah, no,
basically, if we talk about the whole surah, now the first question was, what was the question? Was
what are you disputing?
يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم. What are they disputing? They're disputing something. They're disputing part is disputing that there is no judgment day, and another part disputing that there is judgment day. Now, as a God, what he should do is if there is a judgment day, he should prove it. So how does he prove it? By, first of all, blackmailing them. Haven't I done this? Haven't I done this? Haven't I done that? Haven't I done this whole thing for you? Then I'm doing this as well. So where's the proof here? Where is the proof? You didn't prove that you have done anything. You have, even if you have done whatever, what does that have to do with the judgment day?
He wants you to repent. Either repent or
Just
no.
repent. It's just
It's terrorizing.
terrorizing the mind, terrorizing people. Like you have to believe in one of them. Where is it? Go down again, more, go down more.
Now we're into the stick.
أنا مرصادة للطاغين مآبة أخاف لا يذوقون بردا ولا شرابا. Down more.
Now the carrot.
Yeah, the carrot. Now go down. No, in one verse he says, I have done that. It's in the end. I have.
Okay.
You haven't proved it.
لا يسمعون جزاء ربك بالسماء.
Yeah, ما بين الله يكون الخطابة يوم يقوم الروح الملائكة به وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ ربه مآبا. إنا أنذرناكم. I have warned you. يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه. Before, do that before you would wish that you were mud or you were dust.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, how you read the Quran.
Very easy.
I get many little kids come to our Facebook group, and probably a few days earlier they heard about this thing. It's called atheism, and they search on Facebook and they find some atheist groups, and they go in and they ask the classic questions as if they've discovered the ultimate question. And the silly little questions like, "And how did you become an atheist?" That's how. Just read it.
Just read your Quran.
Just read it.
Read it and try to
give me books.
understand it.
Yeah,
Not,
give me books
not
about
only read
atheism.
it, try to understand it. Not only read it, just try to understand it.
Yes.
Yeah, just pull that veil of sacrecy,
Yes.
and it's not sacred anymore. Just ignore that part and read it. I wouldn't say open mind. Opening a mind is slightly difficult to people, but don't consider it as a sacred book and read it. And then it doesn't make any sense. The whole thing, literature-wise, this literary miracle they keep banging on about. No other human wrote a book when it comes to literature better than this one. Literary, it doesn't work, it doesn't fit. The one
It's
surah
just,
doesn't fit together.
look at it. It's just to rhyme. It's all rhyming.
It's a seja.
all.
It's a kind of a poetry which was used at that time
It's
in
not
the
even poetry.
peninsula.
It's
No,
not.
it's not. It's a kind of a poetry because I don't know what to say about seja. How can I describe that in English? I don't know.
Saja is rhyming. You don't have to make sense. Just rhyme.
Yeah, yeah. To find the word. Yeah,
Saraba, Awaba, Afwaja,
exactly.
Nabata, Tujad,
Were they?
Haja,
Yeah,
Ma'asha.
yeah. It's just
Some
to
of
make
it
it
doesn't
nice
even
by
rhyme.
singing.
Some
Were they?
doesn't even rhyme.
No. Were they singing it? That's why they had to rhyme it. Was it melody with
It
a
was a
melody?
sing song. Yeah, it was a sing song thing.
No, because, well, here's the thing. If it rhymes, it will have some literature. It's not musical literature will have to it. So to the ear, it will sound like music. And the only thing you
And
can get people to remember, if you
exactly.
want, yeah, so make it musical, then they will remember it. Or make it funny, and then they will remember it.
And also,
That's what
it's
I
easy.
thought.
Yeah, it's
That's what
also
I thought.
easier to emotionally grab you if it's like a rhyme. You will think it's that. And
Absolutely.
don't forget,
Memorizing it makes it easier if it rhymes. You can remember. You
and
can
yeah,
relate.
don't forget this was the habit of the people back then. I mean, معلقات السبعة and these. So a lot of rhyming and verses were taken from معلقات.
Absolutely, yes.
Ruby, at that time there was nothing in their life. It only was speech, was poetry, was speaking. That was the only thing. They had no art. There was no anything that they could show and they could really
Yeah, that was
craft
true.
nothing.
Yeah.
Wording and the language was the important part, and that's what they used. And
That was their art.
Mm.
That was their art. They had no art.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah. Even when it comes to sculptures, we wouldn't go as far as painting. Painting wasn't mature enough anywhere on earth at the time. But sculptures,
Yes.
it was really bad. The pictures
Yeah.
of the old gods, they were horrible
Yeah, it
compared
was
to
just a big stone.
exactly.
It was just a stone. It
compare
wasn't
that
art. Not like,
Greek gods.
yes.
But if you think at the same time, the Greek civilization, they had this civilization. In Persia, they had the big stones. In Babylon, in Egypt. But in this region, in the Arabic Peninsula, they were really very shallow in that part.
Because also the dust would
It
not
was.
stay for a long time.
Yeah.
Even if
They didn't
It was
have the
all about talking.
material. Yeah, they didn't have also the right probably the right material. I don't know. No, but on the
material,
other
yeah.
hand,
To get the right material will be tedious, I think.
Yeah.
But as you
probably.
say, it was only talking at that time.
Listen, ladies,
Talking,
it's been a pleasure.
language, but even as a language, it's not a good language.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't
So
even rhyme. In some verses, doesn't even rhyme.
So the plan, ladies, was I was thinking maybe I'll just talk on my own for half an hour, but lucky coincidence, I got you together, and we've been talking for close to 2 hours.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
it's 2 hours.
I joined lately. I didn't know about that, and then Ruby told me that he's on your place, so I came. I just jumped in. So thank you very much for having me.
Oh no, thank you for being here. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Namia.
Yeah,
It's been
and
brilliant.
also before I go, don't forget it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow me and Nabil are having on Edgehar. We're having a storming session. It's a new episode. Well, episodes, let me say. We'll start it tomorrow, and we will start with like we will have books, and we talk about books. We talk about maybe some video clip or whatever. We bring it and then we discuss it and brainstorm
Very
about it.
spontaneously, very simple, and it's
Like
just
it.
a fun time.
Yeah. So tomorrow it's
Unscripted.
gonna be the mother of the mu'minin, of the faithful, the mother of the faithful.
Okay, Aisha. It's
Eats,
about Aisha.
but Aisha
Okay.
eats her children. The name of
Okay.
the book. The name
It's a
of the book. So for Nabil Fayyad is the writer.
author.
We'll read it and discuss it between us. So
Oh, nice. That
join us.
sounds
Then it's
brilliant.
going to be in Arabic, though.
Of course, yeah, that's fine. Most of the videos here are
أم
Arabic as well. So yeah.
أي أم المؤمنين تأكل أولادها.
So it's tomorrow 8 o'clock my time. Then yeah, probably I'll
It's
definitely tune in.
It's. I thought you said 9 o'clock, isn't it?
I
My
think it's
time.
not.
I don't know.
I'm
We'll
I'm,
see.
I'm in England. Well, that's what it says on your page. It says
Yeah,
8.
it's
Okay.
21.
Okay.
21. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
then.
On
Goodbye.
that bombshell,
Okay, thank you
thank
for
you very much,
joining us,
ladies.
and thank you for having
Thank
us,
you.
Wissam.
Bye-bye.
We
Thank
will
you,
join you
Wissam.
again for other, episodes of Asar al-Suwar.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good evening. And to all
Bye-bye.
those, our audience, those who commented, who are watching, not commenting
Yes.
on Facebook and YouTube, thank you very much. And I hope you like it. If you do, if you did, just leave a comment and there's a very good chance we'll continue this series. We'll take all those shorter surahs one by one. Again, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.